If I had a world of my own, everything would be nonsense. Nothing would be what it is, because everything would be what it isn't. And contrary-wise, what it is, it wouldn't be, and what it wouldn't be, it would. Do you see? This is a quote from the song Her Name is Alice by Shinedown. I chose this quote because I could not come up with anything, no matter how hard I tried, that described my childhood so perfectly. When I was a child, my reality wasn't what it should have been, so I did live in a world all my own, and everything was nonsense, and nothing was as it seemed. That rock in my yard, when wet, it was a group of frogs that hopped around and performed magic, but when dry or threatened, they band together and formed a stone. That stick that just fell out of the tree, if you pick it up and you twirl it around just right, it'll let you travel through time, but I wouldn't lose it. This is what paved my way to where I am today. This is what paved all my beliefs. My belief that creativity starts with a unique mind and dwells within a magical soul. And if it wasn't for these beliefs, I would not be where I am today. My name is Candace Wolf, and I'm a digital cinematography major at Full Sail University. I've taken a while to get here, but I'm so glad I finally arrived, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I'm just ready to start my career. As a child, I was the black sheep of the family. While my brother and sister were growing up and discovering their friends and boys and girls, I was outside playing with my friends in a fort that I would build every morning and take down every evening. And inside this little fort, we had a world that was all of our own that we created together. We would turn sand into fairy dust. And the tire wing was a rocket ship that let us travel through galaxies to meet new aliens and see new worlds. Inside this fort, we created whatever we wanted, and we could live any life that we wanted. But as we grew older, we knew that our memories would fade away and that the fort would become less magical. So we decided to take action. The only time we couldn't take action was when it was raining outside. And I'm not sure what my friends did, but I discovered books and movies. And whenever I was reading a book or watching a movie, I was so drawn in that I believed I was part of that story. And when it would end, it was kind of bittersweet. It was bitter because I didn't want the adventure to end, but it was sweet because I knew it was time for a new one. As I did grow older, I wanted to remember my memories, so I started writing everything down, and I started to fall in love with writing. I wanted to create stories, even things that didn't happen. I wanted to tell my story and tell other stories and just entertain people with my words. But as a teenager, writing just wasn't enough, and my mom bought me my first camera. And as soon as she did and I discovered what it was, I ran out the door and I started filming. I brought out a few of my stories and tried my best to turn them into scripts, even though I wasn't very good at it. And my friends would come over and we would act them out just for fun. And after we would get done filming, I would go inside and I would edit it. And even though I wasn't good at editing either, I've grown a lot and I'm now a lot better at script writing and editing. It was still fun while it lasted, but as soon as I entered high school, things changed. People thought that my dreams and my love of writing and love of film were stupid and told me I was never going to be pretty enough or thin enough, smart enough, or that my dreams were just straight impossible. I would never enter the film industry or be able to become a great book writer. I let this stuff bring me down, and the only place I felt safe was my drama club. My drama teacher was a great man. He took me under his wing and helped me learn how to direct plays and even let me direct a few with him. After he read a few of my stories, once I got the courage to give him one, he said that he loved it because it was odd and different, and I wasn't sure if it was a good thing to be odd and different because back then, when I was a teenager, it honestly wasn't. But now that I'm an adult, I know my teacher was trying to tell me something, that I need to let what people say not bring me down, but fuel me. And this is what gives me my competitive advantage. My competitive advantage is the fact that I do use what people say to me, back then and now. When they tell me something is impossible, I have to prove them wrong. I use what they say to fuel my fire and be resilient, and I have to show them that I can do whatever I put my mind to. The other part of my competitive advantage is the fact that I'm super, super stubborn. And when I have my mind set to something, I always do it, no matter how hard it is. And if I can't finish it and I can't accomplish it, then at least I know I tried and I won't live my life in regret. The one thing in life that I do not want to do is live in regret. So I always have to try something. And when people tell me that I can't do it or bring me down in any kind of way, I just let it fuel me and show me that I can. And those are the kind of people that I would look for whenever I open up my own company. I would look for people who have been brought down, who let what people say bring them down, but now they let them fuel them, and people who are passionate. Even if they've never had a hard time, if they're passionate about what they do and they want to tell a story or show their story and they're passionate about it, then that's the kind of people that I would want to hire. One that loves what they do and would be happy doing it no matter how hard the work is. Because this is what we're all about. Being creative and being unique in telling our stories, which is my brand mantra, being uniquely unique. Being uniquely unique is like being a limited edition. Because everyone is unique in their own way. Whether you think that you're plain and ordinary and you match everyone else, you have your own way of thinking, which makes you uniquely unique. This also leads me to what I think of success. Success to me means just being happy, whether it's in your professional career or your family life, or just in life in general. As long as you're happy, you are successful. Success doesn't have to be $1 million. It doesn't have to be a big production company or a best-selling novel. It can just be the fact that you're doing something that you love and you're happy with your life no matter what's going on in it. That is success. I just want to take my time to thank you for watching this, and may God bless your day.